And I'm David. And we're doing a very special Best of BB20 video.
Let's rank the season.
Yes.
I mean, we love the season.
Of course.
We've discussed how we love it.
One of the best in years.
Break it down a little bit.
Yes. So we're going to be doing different categories, right? And
yeah.
We're going to be picking our personal best.
Right.
Various categories.
We don't know if we match up or not. So we're going to go through this together. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's start with best HOH.
Okay, I have my pick.
Okay, go for it.
Mine is Scotty.
Ooh.
What's yours?
Scotty.
Oh, all right.
Look at that.
Yes.
Starting off strong.
Now, this one was pretty obvious to me. I thought he won HOH and veto, so he had all the power that week. He put up a duo, and both of them were targets, Brett and Winston, and he got one of them out. It was smooth and very straightforward, I thought.
I agree. He came into it knowing what he wanted to do. He wanted to take these two guys. They appeared to be threats.
Mm-hmm.
They were a clear duo.
Yeah.
And this was the first time that we saw level 6 really take a hit.
Yeah.
Losing one of their members. They had to figure out
make a choice.
who they wanted to keep,
yeah.
who they wanted to let go. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty successful at HOH.
Yeah, and I think that once Scotty won the veto and the veto ceremony happened and, you know, neither of them were coming off the block, he didn't even have to pick a target, Scotty. He sort of just let the house decide who they wanted to send home, and it was all based on Winston's reaction, and he sort of flew out the handle and Brett stayed calm, and so Winston went home. So Scotty, you know, he didn't have to direct the house to pick one or the other. He was like, I don't care, at least one of them's going home, and that's all my goal was. And
gotta split them up.
Yeah.
And he got a target out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Great HOH.
Yay! Let's go to best eviction then.
Okay.
The opposite.
Yes, I picked Caitlin.
Ooh, that was a dramatic eviction. Mine's different, so go ahead.
Okay, well, I picked Caitlin just for the drama of the whole thing.
God.
Not necessarily that it was like they got out this huge target or it was a huge blindside or anything like that. I just thought that whole episode was such a great episode of Big Brother, and she's so emotional, and then Julie tells her that she has this chance and she already knows she has the chance to come back, but she falls to the floor and then she can't put the puzzle together and does this humiliating walk of shame. It just was great. Yeah. It was so good.
Oh God. So nice to relive that right?
So
that
good.
Was such a good episode.
Yeah, that was my favorite. Okay, what was yours though?
Well, mine is actually kind of coming off of the Scotty one. Winston. I thought that was such a good eviction because he got up, stormed out,
he did,
and was shocked that he was evicted.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
What?
Because he kind of knew, right, that he was going home, but then when he got in that chair with Julie,
I mean,
he was
he clearly didn't know.
Yeah, right.
But I didn't realize, like, I thought it was obvious.
I thought it was clear.
I mean, also, I feel like that was a really great eviction because that was splitting up a duo, and they got, you know, what he appeared to be a physical threat. Who knows if he actually was, but it was a good person to evict, but he also was just so shocked. By it that it entertained me.
And I think everyone in the audience was like,
wait, what?
Oh, we all saw this coming.
I mean, Julie was like, wait, did someone tell you were sick?
Yeah, right.
Because obviously it was him or his bro.
Yeah.
And he was that shocked that it wasn't Brett.
Right. That was a good one.
Let's just say, thank goodness it wasn't Brett. We've gotten so many Brett gems since then.
And Winston would have been so boring. So thank God he went home that week.
Right. Best Showmance.
Okay. Now, mine might not actually be a Showmance. But I picked JC and Fessy.
That's hilarious. I think mances in general.
Yeah.
Like Brett Winston would have been one.
Sure. Duos in general. Well, I'm picking JC and Fessy because I feel like they're both in it, right? I could have picked Fessy and Haley, but I don't think Haley was 100% in that Showmance for a long time.
You could have picked it.
Yeah. But why would I, right? JC and Fessy, they're great together, right? Fessy's the dumb one, like JC's the mastermind.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Yes, it's very much that. And, you know, we got a whole package earlier this season about cuddling in bed together and all, you know, all the like sweet things they do together. So they just have been my favorite to watch.
They would be on my least, except that I actually have a few least, so never mind, they're not really my least.
Okay.
I picked Tangela, because it's kind of, I mean, it's recent, so maybe that's why it's fresh in my mind.
Sure.
But Tyler and Angela have one of those flirt things. It almost feels genuine because they can't really follow through on it, you know?
Yeah.
They still want to put game first.
Totally.
So they're not really going to hook up, but they like hint at really having feelings and what they're gonna do after the show. So if I were to root for anyone after the show, I feel like it would be Tyler and Angela.
Sure.
Honestly, I'm rooting for Scotty and Haley after the show, but they're not really a man, so that doesn't count.
I know. And really, Tangela is the showmance that I think is going to outlast them all.
Well,
so that'll probably be the last one standing.
Best alliance.
Okay, obviously I'm picking level 6 because
they're solid.
They're unbreakable. I mean, they have lost 2 members. One, they had no choice when Brett and Winston were both on the block. The other one, they also had no choice, right? Because it was Brett and Rachel.
Right, they had to choose.
So, you know, they've only lost people when they had to, and otherwise they've been so solid.
Despite losing people, they're still solid, still loyal.
And they still refer to themselves as level 6, even though there are only 4 people. Like, that alliance is just not going away.
I choose something even more specific.
Okay.
The Tyler-Casey alliance. Obviously, level 6 is so strong.
Yes.
But I feel like Tyler and Casey have this final 2 that started pre-feeds. They don't have to constantly
check in,
be together. It's so just assumed. And obviously at this point we know Tyler has a final 2 with just about everybody.
Yeah.
But I really do feel like Casey is his final 2. I feel like that's the genuine one.
Should be, yeah.
Exactly. So I don't know. I really do like them. I mean, I kind of liked them in the beginning for I don't know what reason.
Yeah.
And now that they still seem solid, I would love to see them as the final 2.
That'd be great.
Best Blindside. Oh my god, this season's had so many.
So many. It feels like almost every week. It's not every week, but there have been so many that
Most weeks.
Been so great.
Yeah.
My favorite was Rachel.
Oh, Rachel.
She started shaking, right? As soon as Julie said, Rachel, you have been evicted. And she just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Stood up, stormed out faster than Winston did.
Yeah.
Went right over to that chair and was just speechless.
Couldn't see, yeah.
She could not conceive that this is reality, that this is really happening. That was just the kind of reaction you live for from a Blindside.
That's
she
true.
had no advance warning that was coming because they couldn't give her advance warning because she would freak out. So she was just totally caught off guard, and
that was a good one.
Great.
That was a really good one.
Yeah.
I choose Steve.
Okay, back to week 1.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember that far back, but it kind of set the precedent for the season.
Set the tone, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler was HOH, and even though he had already pledged his loyalty to level 6, he had this other side that he wasn't saying no to.
Yeah.
And so everyone just thought that it was going to be one way, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, Steve is voted out.
Yeah.
Half the house is blindsided, the other half is like, he. And Tyler's like,
whoa, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. I just kind of love it because it legitimately shocked people.
Yeah.
But then from that moment on, that side of the house just stayed in that
they were just in the dark every week.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yet they don't figure out who's on the other side.
Right. No, let's just keep getting out our allies rather than targeting those folks.
Too soon. Best backdoor.
Now, I think by my count, there have only been 2 proper backdoors this season. So we'll see if we match up.
Yeah.
I picked Swaggy C.
Okay. Of course, obviously.
The other backdoor was Bailey.
Yeah.
But Swaggy C's was just masterful gameplay by Tyler.
It really was.
It was not his HOH, but it was his HOH. It was not Caitlin's move, it was his move, right? And he pulled it off perfectly. And Caitlin had no idea that she was being manipulated.
And Swaggy was a big character.
Yeah.
He had proven himself in competitions.
That's right.
So he was legitimately a threat.
Absolutely.
But had no idea anyone was coming for him.
Yep.
Great blindside.
Yes.
And it was only week 2.
Yes. And then he did such a great job once he was put on the block to be backdoored. He did such a great job campaigning for himself, trying to convince Caitlyn that we just need to get the votes and I can stay and we can all, you know, brush this under the rug and nobody ever has to think about it again. And then still, there were surprises on eviction night. Scotty flipping, wearing a Swaggy C t-shirt. Like, it was just a great week for a backdoor. And so well pulled off by Tyler.
Absolutely. Best comp.
Yes. I don't know if I'm picking the best, but I'm picking the most memorable for me was Otev.
Well, yeah, because Otev is just great.
It's great in general, and this year was just one for the books with Rockstar messing up twice, giving Tyler 2 opportunities to beat her when she's on the block and has the chance to take herself down.
Yeah.
But Tyler's not going to change the noms, or he did change the noms. He pulled down Angela instead of Rockstar. Right. So that just was one I will never forget.
Yeah, it was just the most amazing moment, God, of the season, I almost want to say, because of the drama.
Yeah.
Like, that could have made or break, that doesn't rhyme, but you know what I'm saying, of Rockstar's game. Like, potentially Rockstar would have not been evicted.
Absolutely.
Had that happened.
And it could have totally changed the fate for that side of the house, too. Because if you manage to get someone from level 6 out that week, you know, it puts the house a little bit more in balance, and then who knows what would have happened.
Right. I'm kind of switching my answer to Otev because of the drama that it was. Like, the episode was so good. The way that Fessy and Haley jumped up and was like, get yourself off the like, that whole thing was just so good. Yes. But the comp that I originally was going to choose was the one in the very first, was it the first episode or just the first week, where they had to stack the letters and they were being pulled up in the harnesses.
Oh yeah, I think that was the first
Sam
week.
Screwed up.
Yeah, and that's when she got the punishment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I really just enjoyed that comp
Yeah.
in general, with the like harnesses and stacking the letters and going up and down. I thought comp wise, I really enjoyed that comp. But you're right, Otev, my gosh.
I know, but that comp was fun because that was the one where we had the house split in 2.
Yes.
And so there were 2 different comps that week.
Yes.
And 2 different people were getting a punishment.
Right.
There was a lot on the line, so it was like high stakes right from the very beginning. So that was a great way to start BB20.
And it's so easy to misspell house guest, apparently.
Yeah, apparently it is.
And also, I just want to go up and down in a harness.
Absolutely. It looks kind of fun, right?
How about best lie or manipulation?
Okay. Now, mine is sort of an answer that I've already given, but my best manipulation was Tyler taking control of Caitlyn during her HOH.
100%, absolutely.
Because she was an ally with Swaggy C week 1, right? They were on the same side, and then somehow Tyler convinces her that Swaggy's been talking bad about her and she needs to backdoor him and this and that. And it really was, I loved the moment when Rockstar looks at her and is like, I get it, Tyler's cute, and Tyler's been in your ear, and you know, he's a cute face and he convinced you to do something that's not in your best interest. Like, there were just a lot of great moments with that.
Right. I mean, now knowing Caitlyn and understanding how she works, you can kind of see it, but that was week 2.
Yeah.
And we had just seen Tyler be HOH and sort of like play them both sides, and then he saw a crack in who's HOH. And completely changed her mind.
Absolutely.
When I saw that happen, I was like, whoa. Tyler's here to play, and that boy knows how to manipulate. I was so impressed with getting her to backdoor a member from her team.
I know. And I had sort of high hopes for Caitlyn because she came out as sort of a big personality, right? She's like the kook who like sees things and has visions and all this.
My gosh,
and then all of a sudden week 2 she's winning HOH, so I'm thinking, wow, maybe she's like actually gonna be a player here.
Yeah.
And then it's totally usurped by Tyler. It was just amazing.
It really was. That was a brilliant, brilliant moment on his part. He learned he had to sort of rein it back and like lay low after that, but to his credit, he's done that. So so impressed with that moment.
Good for him.
All right, let's wrap this up with the best fight.
Okay.
Gotta have a fight or two, right?
I mean, I didn't even have to think about this. It was Bailey versus Tyler.
That was the big fight.
Big blowout, screaming match. She's coming at him with logic and reason, but that's not necessarily always the best gameplay in
But
Big
she's
Brother.
Also throwing it at him very heatedly.
Very
she's bleeding
angry.
From the mouth.
Literally bleeding from the
So
mouth.
I don't care how much logic you have when you're yelling
and
at
you're
me.
doing it in front of the whole house. just sort of like digging your own grave at that point. But that is just one that I will never forget. Like that, I will just see her face and hear her voice. It just got higher and higher and higher every time she came back at Tyler, and it was like supersonic at one point. It was so crazy. She just was getting so angry.
We haven't even had that many fights this season. When I think back to 19 last year, how they were
fighting all the time.
Pots and pans all over the place. Yeah. Oh my God, Raven and Mark and so many fights.
Oh yeah.
There just really haven't been that many this year, which thank you, because we haven't needed it. Like, you don't need that when you've got
great gameplay.
Several good players doing amazing things.
Exactly.
Blindsided people.
Yes.
You know.
Right. There's been enough drama. We don't necessarily need drama on the fight
fights.
Yeah.
But I will say I have a different answer.
Okay.
Rockstar Brett.
That was a good one.
Because first off, this was the first time we saw Brett be a shady mofo.
Yeah.
And we didn't know he was capable of it. And Rockstar, I mean, first off, he said this ridiculous lie, right?
Right.
And I thought in the moment, well, as soon as the show's over and he's walking with everybody else, he's gonna go back to normal, right? He's not gonna hold on to this lie.
He's gonna be like, game
He held on to this lie.
Did.
And Rockstar lost her mind, and we got the infamous quote on my daughter's birthday. I mean, we're never gonna forget that quote. Next season, I guarantee you, we're gonna be like, what, on your daughter's birthday?
How dare you?
It's just, we didn't know Rockstar was capable of it. We didn't know Brett was capable. And here we are, Rockstar going at him on her daughter's birthday.
And that was a good one, because I feel like there was stuff going on there that had nothing to do with what was actually happening in the house, right? Bailey and Tyler's fight was strictly focused on he was telling lies about her, whatever it was, right? This one was like, Rockstar maybe was like bullied a lot growing up, and by people who are like Brett, you know, these are just things that I'm assuming.
Right.
But it felt like there were some deep-seated issues that she was dealing with there, and they were adding to her fire.
Yeah.
She sort of responded out of proportion to what happened.
You can't judge being in that house, you know? Everything seems a bit out of proportion.
It does.
You're locked in a house with strangers who haven't talked to anyone, and it was her daughter's birthday. Yeah. Can you imagine missing your child's birthday?
True. And then you're being
emotionally, you're feeling some sort of way.
And then someone attacks you out of nowhere.
With a lie that was so ridiculous. Yeah. Yet, who questioned it? Her alliance.
Yes,
I mean, it's just... Can't thank you enough, everyone who cast in BB20. You guys were great. Really great.
So those are our rankings of our best of categories. We had a lot of different answers. I was kind of surprised that we didn't have more in common. That was good though.
Right. Yeah, we're 2/3 through the season. Yes. Let's break it down a little bit.
Yes, and there's a lot more to come, I'm sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Please let us know your best of this season.
Yes.
We'd love to hear them.
Yes, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.